Um, okay. For my end of the year internship presentation, I interned with UMSL Athletics, and I'm Savon Wykle. Basically, what I did was game day operations for my internship. My roles were working the scoreboard at soccer games, volleyball games, softball softball games, and baseball games. I work admissions for a few of the volleyball games and a few of the soccer games as well. That's a picture of me working the concessions for a softball game, and I did the media um, during like halftime and timeouts and stuff like that during games. When you're watching it on the GLVC network, those clips and things that you see, I basically was the one who like click which one, and they'll appear. So working like the media aspects of things too, and setting up and breaking down. We had to be there early to help set up sometimes, but for the most part, they took care of the setting up problem, and breaking down was really the main thing that we had to do after every single game. Staying after, like pick up, put the chairs away, break down the volleyball nets, taking all the media and stuff like that, breaking that stuff down, and yeah, that was pretty much it for my roles and duties. For my goals, and did I achieve them? Coming in, I just wanted to like learn what it takes to work in the sports industry. I didn't really know, and I still really don't know exactly what I want to do, but I just wanted to get some type of experience with working in the sports industry and seeing if it was really something that I really wanted to do for a future career of mine. And I wanted to work on my communication skills. I'm a quiet person. Well, wouldn't say I'm a quiet person, but if I really don't know you like that, I'm gonna be pretty quiet around you. So being comfortable with speaking to people and being confident when it comes to speaking to people is something that I wanted to work on. And networking, uh, really didn't do much of networking before I started the year and working my internship, but networking is a really big thing in the sports industry, and Dr. B makes us network a lot for like student professional interviews. So just working on my networking skills and connecting with other people is something else that I really want to do. Um, and what did I learn? And some of the takeaways. I learned that time means so much in the sports industry. Time is the biggest sacrifice when it comes to working in sports. Uh, like I said, having to be there an hour or two before the game starts, and then staying afterwards, staying almost an hour and stuff like that to break down, working weekends. Like I was a basketball player. I'm a basketball player, so weekends are technically like my off days before the season started, and that's when I was working the internship, and I really didn't want to work weekends, and I just wanted to have my weekends to myself. But um, having to go in and actually do the internship is like I said, it's a huge um, time management, I guess you could say, and how much time really means. So just knowing that time means so much, and I would say anything can happen. So just be prepared for everything. I remember I was working a soccer game one time, and one of the fans, like a grandparent or something like that, had a heart attack and ended up passing away. It's like the game was canceled and stuff like that. But just being prepared and knowing that anything can happen at any certain time is something else that I learned. Um, and I'll say that there are so many outlets and things to do in the sports industry that you might not even think of or might not know about. So it's a wide range of things to do. So I would say it'll be very um beneficial, I guess you could say. So it's not like one certain thing. You can try many different things to figure out what you really want to do. And I'll say don't be afraid to ask questions. Not only to Dr. B, but to anyone just in general. asking questions and learning and asking questions basically like learn. It shows that you care. You know what I'm saying? So I would say don't be afraid to ask questions is something else that I learned. For my personal growth in the sports management career, I would say I had a lot of growth. Like I said, I connected with so many people. Um, uh, with those connections, I know I have people I can call in the sports world and say like, yo, like I know Nick Violent from the Memphis Grizzlies. That's one person that just came off the top of my head. He said I can mention him if I ever need somebody or um and somebody ever asked me, he said I could use his name and just connecting with so many people is something that I would say was a personal growth for me. And I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do before the internship and before the year. Um, but I will say that I have narrowed, uh, kind of have like an idea of what I want to do. Two things that come in mind, and working an internship is something that helped me figure out those things as well. And advice that I would have for incoming students, I would say do your homework on time. There's no due dates until the last day that you can turn in assignments, but so you don't really have like a turn in date for every single assignment, every single week. But just don't let those assignments pile up, and then you'll be stressed at the end before the due date. So I'll say just do everything on time. It'll work out. It'll work out in your favor in the long run. And don't hesitate to ask Dr. B anything. Like it can be sports related, it can be class, school related, it can be personal related. Like she can talk to you about any and everything. She's willing to help you out and listen, um, and offer her help in any form, um, what that is. So don't be afraid to hesitate to ask her anything. I say get as much experience as you can. Uh, Showing that being able to show that you did so many different things in the sports industry is going to help out in the long run, and that LinkedIn is going to be your best friend. That's how I connected with all the people that I know. Like I said, Nick, who works for the Grizzlies, I connected with him on LinkedIn, and that's how we are. That's how our relationship started. So I'll say LinkedIn is going to be a best friend. And for current students, just keep doing the stuff that we've been doing, internships, sports industry experiences, going out, volunteering, stuff like that, connecting on LinkedIn. Just keep doing the stuff that we know what that needs to be done, and everything will work out. And stay positive. Um, Everything's not gonna go your way. You might not get a response when it comes to trying to find a job and stuff like that. You might get turned down, but just stay positive, and everything is gonna work out in your favor. And in conclusion, UMSL Athletics is a great first internship. I had a blast, and I'm extremely grateful for them working with me and in my time there. Like I said, I'm an athlete, I'm a basketball player, so they work with me all the time because they know um, how much I already have on my plate when it comes to school and basketball. So I'm extremely grateful for them taking their time with me and working with me.